The blood mod is a mod that I've been working on for a little while, and actually, the name blood mod is tentative. I'm probably going to name it something different when I release it, but anyways, I want to introduce you guys to some of the basic items and tools and armor that I have in this mod. There's a lot more than what you see here. There are actually some very cool special items, but I'm going to be talking about those in a different video. So first, before I talk about the items, I just want to explain the blood mod a little bit. Um, this is a mod that's going to introduce 3 different types of monsters. We have the blood monsters, which you can think of as demons. We have the seraphs, which are kind of like angels. Then we have the void monsters, which are just like void, evil kind of monsters. Kind of like demons, but not quite. So, in addition to those monsters, we're going to have a bunch of different items and armor and tools based on those 3 different types of mobs. So we have the blood tools and armor and items, and we have the seraph tools and armor and items, and we have the void tools, armor, and items. In addition to that, there are also going to be some dimensions and biomes. I have not yet completed all the dimensions and biomes, but I have a few that I've created. I will be talking about those in a later video. And I also want to make bosses, a bunch of new bosses for the 3 types, and some new cool special weapons and new structures and things like that. One of the bosses that I'm going to be working on soon is the Blood God. So he's going to be like the main bad guy of the blood demons. And yeah, so let's get started. Let's talk about some of these cool weapons. So first, let's take these weapons. So I have the sword, staff, another sword, and a crossbow. The first, the Bloodsinger Blade. This is a basic weapon for the blood mobs. Does 9 damage, you can see. Little more than a diamond. Next we have this gnarled staff. This is a basic staff. The other staffs like shoot projectiles and stuff. This guy just kind of is what you would use to craft those staffs, so it doesn't really do much. Next we have the Seraph's Rapier. Just another sword. Does 9 damage as well, just like the Bloodsinger Blade. And finally we have the Rogue's Crossbow. This is just like a bow, but you don't have to charge it, and it's fully automatic. So as you can see, I shoot. One thing about this is it's kind of buggy, so if you just kind of spam the shots, you can see some of them kind of bounce off. So that's something that I'm going to be working on. So you can see, yeah, see how that one just bounced off. Anyways, so if we go back, next we have the tools. So I'm just going to get rid of these and pick up these cool tools. Each of these are just normal tools. The blood ones have special names. We have Executioner's Axe, Bloodstone Pickaxe, we have a Scythe, and we have a Gravedigger. If I go into Creative, let me go over here. So if I go into Survival, rather, you can kind of see they're a little slower than Diamond, like a tiny bit slower, but they're still pretty fast, much faster than Iron and Stone and whatnot. You can see mine this guy, shovel, some holes, and the scythe is actually just a hoe, so I'm gonna use it to hoe things. So here's the seraphim tools. So I haven't yet named these guys, but they're actually just as fast as the blood tools. There we go. So yeah, here's an axe. I can chop this down. Yeah, so they're a little slower than diamond, and here's a shovel. I haven't made a hoe for the angel or the seraph tool set, and I don't think I will actually. So I'm gonna go to game mode C. Next we have the sets of armor. So first let's look at the blood armor. So you can kind of see what I look like here, and I will do this so you can see. Pretty cool looking, quite a bit different than the normal armor sets you would see. You can see it's higher res, so they're kind of HD textures that I've used. Let's look at the seraph armor. Yeah, this is actually my favorite looking armor. I think it looks really cool. You can see it from the back here, kind of a cool design. Then from the front, we have like the crosses and stuff, which I really like. So it's pretty cool. This armor set is a little stronger than diamond. It gives you 22 protection. Blood gives you 23. And finally, we have the void armor, which I will grab now. Oops. And let's see. Let's put this here. Oops, daisy. This guy here. And this is actually the strongest of the three. It has 26. And actually, this is another one of my favorite designs. Here's the back. It looks pretty cool. You have that little symbol on the back, and here's the front. It's supposed to look like there are chains all over it. But yeah, and I love the look of the helmet. It looks very creepy, kind of very alien. So yeah, that's the armor. There's the armor here. And now we have some of the other miscellaneous items. So we have some just basic items. So first, here's this thing called the Blood Dais and Chiseled Bloodstone. I haven't named them yet, as you can see. But this actually has an animated texture. And one of the structures that I've made uses these blocks. So it's a little bigger than this, but it would be a pyramid like this. The Blood Dais goes on top. And actually this guy is, I'm planning on using this for boss fights, or for a specific boss fight. So you're supposed to right click, it'll pop up with a little window that has some options, and then one of the options will spawn a boss, which is pretty cool. But right now we just right click and it says hello mate. So right now I'm working on the making a GUI for this, which is a little tough. Anyways, so we have bloodstone ore. This, when you mine it, let me get a pickaxe and show you. When you mine it, it will give you this item, a blood droplet, which you would smelt into this, which is a blood ingot, and you would use that to make your blood tools. So let me actually mine this so you can see. Pretty strong, much stronger than most other ores. And you can see, boop, picked up a blood droplet there. Next we have this, which is pretty cool. This is a liquid, a new liquid. It's called just blood. It's liquid blood. Yeah, it's kind of like water. Basically, it behaves exactly the same as water. Next, we have this, which is congealed blood. This is basically the solid form, and actually what I used for the walls here. And actually, as you can see, actually, this is another HD texture that I use. It's pretty cool looking. Just kind of a red block. Doesn't do much. This is actually the predominant block in the blood dimension, which I'll talk about in another video. And finally, I have a seraphim gem. I haven't yet made the seraphim ore yet. Still working on that. But yeah, this is what you will use to craft the seraphim armor and the seraphim tools and seraphim sword. And finally, I have two other interesting items. I will show you. This one right here is a magic bloodstone, and this one is a polished bloodstone. So this you actually use to craft the bloodthirster. So you would combine a bloodsinger blade and a polished gemstone, and you would get a bloodthirster. These are rarely dropped by the blood knight mob, which I'll talk about in another video. I'll talk about this as well in another video. Very cool weapon, has some special effects. Now this one, actually you use to teleport to the blood dimension and back. And I'll talk about that in another video as well. But yeah, so this is some of the basic tools and items of the blood mod. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any cool suggestions for the blood mod, please let me know in the comments below.